Sacred Heart High School welcome you all. Good morning students. I hope that you all are fine today. And here is your teacher with yet another lesson in Standard 7 English entitled Abdul becomes a courtier. First and foremost, let us try to understand students who is a courtier or what does courtier means. A courtier is a person who works in a court under a king in a respectable position, just as Akbar has his Navratnas. Navratnas were courtiers, and that's what our hero Abdul of the lesson wanted to become. So let's listen to the story. Abdul becomes a courtier. Father, who is a schoolmaster, is getting ready to go to school. Abdul, father, to knowledge and erudition I aspire. To study hard and deep, books I require. Will you lend me a little gold? Books I will buy and study to rise high in the world. Here we have Abdul, who has one dream, and that dream is to become a courtier. As all of you know that in order to become a courtier, he needs to study a lot, and therefore he wants his father to lend him some gold, and he can study and fulfill his dreams. Here the word erudition refers to acquiring knowledge, and aspire means to hope or dream. So make your dream come true. Next, Father, only the first half of the month has passed, but alas, the money doesn't last. Great books and manuscripts are so expensive. They are treasures, rare and exclusive. But from my school, I will try to borrow books that will take you to a brighter tomorrow. Now children, his father worked as a school teacher, and did not earn a great salary, and therefore he couldn't afford the costly books and decided to go to his school library and borrow the books so that he could secure his child's future. Manuscripts here means documents that are written by hand, and exclusive here refers to excluded or restricted. Next, Abdul, that will be great. How eagerly I wait. In the evening when father returns. Abdul, how many books could you get? Oh, now my life will be all set. Father, I am so sorry, son. Couldn't lay my hand on even one. Here we see that Abdul had a great expectation. Eagerly means great anticipation. He was anxiously waiting for the books when his father came home back from work in the evening. And how many books do his father could get him? At least maybe 1 or 2 or 3, but unfortunately his father could not even get a single book. And what was Abdul thinking by father? Get me a book, then my life will be set. Life will be set, which means fantastic. will be fantastic. But poor little father was feeling so sorry because he could not get a single book for his son, in spite of being a teacher. So sad, isn't it, students? Chorus. Poor Abdul is sad and dejected. Ponders, why my wishes are thus rejected? Continues to do his daily course. Read borrowed books in tens and scores. An idea then crosses his mind to serve the rich and get paid in kind. All of Abdul's hope are dashed to the ground, and therefore he feels dejected. Dejected means sad and depressed. Ponders, which means he thinks, why have my wishes been rejected? What did I do to merit this? And therefore he continues to do his daily work and borrows book from his friend in tens and score, that means in large quantities. But whatever he can lay his hand on, he tries to get, and then an idea crosses his mind and he thinks, what should I do? Let me serve the rich and let me be paid and kind, which means let me be able to get to read books from the library. So now let's see what happened. Abdul approached a rich merchant. Abdul, I am a poor student. Give me a chance to serve. Observe my work. Pay only what I deserve. Merchant, you appear to be smart. Be my clerk. I will pay you well if honestly you work. Some days pass, the merchant calls Abdul. Now we realize that Abdul seeks the help of a merchant in order to fulfill his dream. He tells a merchant, I am very poor, so please give me an opportunity to work for you. Look at my work and then decide to pay me accordingly. As I look at you children, I feel that you deserve the best, and therefore we try to do our best for you. And I hope you are going to live up to our expectation. Now let us see whether Abdul was up to our expectation of the merchant. The merchant decided to appoint Abdul as a clerk. A clerk is a person who does the work of administration, like keeping records or posting letters and drafting correspondence. Now he was also promised a handsome pay if he worked honestly. So now let us see what happened next with Abdul. Merchant, I am pleased with your work and loving care. You're indeed a gem, quite rare. I will give you a reward if your demand is fair. Abdul, excited. May I now read books in your stores? Quench my thirst for knowledge. I need nothing more. What was Abdul's desire? To become a courtier, and therefore he wanted to learn as much as he could, because to advise a king on important matters, and therefore the first person whom he pleased was a merchant, who referred to him as a gem. A gem is a stone of high value, very precious stone. So he called Abdul a gem and decided to reward him as he just made a demand. And what was Abdul's demand? Nothing other than wanting to read books in the library of the merchant. Next, chorus. Days passed by, he learned and learned, gaining the knowledge for which he yearned. Philosophy, astronomy, Arabic and Persian. Abdul the scholar now in one in a million. Will he come to emperor's notice? Will he be given an honorable office? And as we see here, Abdul has been able to gain a lot of knowledge and he is very close to letting his dream come true. Do you think that after learning different subjects like astronomy, philosophy, Arabic and Persian language, he will be able to win king's favor? Let us see, students, what happened next. Friend, news for you, Abdul. The emperor has answered your prayer. The royal Murgi Khana is now under your care. Abdul, what? The Murgi Khana? For me, a scholar, intellectual, sagacious, astute, made a poultry keeper. Never mind the chance, I won't refuse. It is an opportunity. I will put it to good use. Now students, Abdul's friends came running and tell him that he has been appointed as a royal Murgi Khana, that is a royal keeper of the palace hens. And Abdul was pleased with this. Do you think so? No, because he felt that intellectual learning person like him was now reduced to the state of a poultry keeper. But do you think he refused the chance? Not at all. On a contradictory, he accepted the challenge and decided to show his best or do his best. Sagacious refers to a wise person. Astute refers to a intellectual in your work. So, students, what happened or what we learned from this lesson, we should always strive for success. The road to success is not always easy, but at the same time, it's not also impossible. So we should always strive for success. That's what we learned from Abdul. Thank you. Take care. Good day.